African person. I was having a dark skin color, like dark hair, but somehow it has faded with time. Like how how does that make sense? Of course, as I said earlier, the Israeli part of me might have taken a little bit of a like, hey, let's make this guy like as a corpse or like as a charred, like whatever.
Yeah.
But nowadays, when you look at me, I'm the closest thing you can find to bloody what's his name, Dracula, whatever his name is.
Huh?
Means
Ejaculator?
he's
I'm
pale.
Who's
He means
ejaculator?
he's pale.
I am actually quite pale, yeah.
What? I'm lost.
I thought you just said you
Fucking
were dark. What happened? I'm confused.
Another thing is like the the and I'm probably going to get a lot of crap from you from saying this. The brownness of my skin tone has faded with time, so I'm the closest thing to an albino nowadays than what I was like 28 years ago.
That's because you don't get the sun. The moment you get to the sun, you'll get your color back.
To be honest, Kill Switch can testify to this, since he's the person living closest to me. Tell me.
We don't live that close.
Oh
We
my!
don't live that close.
Oh,
Not that close, but close enough. But Kill Switch,
Yeah.
how many years in Norway, or rather, how many months in Norway would you say that we have sun throughout
Sun?
the whole fucking year?
I think he
Do you guys ever have
very
sun?
little.
That's the question.
Let's
It's
just say that.
only on the summers. A
Let's
little
just
bit.
say. Let's just say this this summer particularly,
Yeah.
the longest we had the sun staring and we were having like 30 plus degrees. The
Mm.
highest temperature in Finnmark was 38 degrees.
Yeah. And it was the first
That's
time in
not,
100 years.
no, actually not. That was the first time in 8 years. And want to know what?
Yeah.
This actually sucks because my cousin is in that town where this newspaper has come from. The former editor of that paper
Yeah.
died while he was taking a not a stroll but like jogging,
He was taking
a
Shit.
hike.
yeah.
So he suffered a heart attack due to the heat while jogging out in like 38 degrees on the mainland of Norway. He suffered a heart attack that killed him.
Holy shit!
That's the highest temperature we actually had in like 4 or 5 years. And for me,
Yeah.
I for one, I prefer a like a warmer period of the year, like 25, 30 degrees, but like 40, like 38 degrees. That's way too hot for me. For me, like this summer, just walking outside the door of my apartment just to get to take a vape and coming inside and the sweat was running like no motherfucker. That's way too much.
Yeah.
But for me, like in the parts of Norway where I live, where the sun only shines like 2 3 weeks throughout
Yeah.
the whole year, the rest is just winter, 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 winter.
You know
Nothing
what?
else.
You know what cracks me up is when I hear Panda saying, like when somebody, how's the weather, and she says, oh, it's actually it's really good. It's 19 degrees, and I'm like, fucking hell, 19 degrees. That's the temperature I put in my aircon when I want to cool down my house.
But Hunter, you have to think about it like this: 19 degrees for Norwegians. That's a fucking luxury. It's living in the Trump Tower for a whole day. Most Norwegians, we only live to have like
What Trump
from
Tower? What? What the
most
fuck?
of like most of
Wait,
like most Norwegians only live to have like 2+ degrees and more. In the parts of Norway where I live,
Two
the
degrees?
coldest,
That the temperature is two
the
degrees Celsius?
coldest, coldest ever, the ever coldest like temperature in the northern parts of Norway where I live has been minus 45 degrees.
For this? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Celsius?
Yeah,
That's like insta freeze, dude.
Yeah,
try imagine
bro.
going outside of a bus when you're going to a local football game, taking a piss. The piss
and your
even
dick freezes.
crystallizes. Yeah, exactly. That actually happened to me
What?
5 years ago.
Your
Yeah,
dick froze.
my dick froze.
Holy shit.
Man,
Perma dick?
that
Yeah,
really sucks.
perma-dict.
That's the temperature we have to live by.
Is that a real thing? Hold on, let me look at perma dick here.
Oh
Actually, I'm gonna type that on my phone because I don't want to get a virus.
my. You got
That's crazy.
perma-dict
Tell
the
your story.
virus.
Is you put it against the wall and you're
But
like,
the
bro.
thing is, that
You
only
got
happens like in the
perma-dict.
northern. That's the thing. Like that's the only thing that happens in the northern parts of Norway. The closest area you can find to that is Finland, around like Exila, like where I served in the military. The closest temperature we would have to that was minus 60. And believe me, you had to pack fucking warm,
So
fit
what's
5
the
to
what's the
4,
temperature
26
during
layers.
winter,
Winter,
dude? Like
the,
where
the,
I know in the north, yeah, it's like
the
crazy cold.
coldest we have recorded per the last 70 to 100 years has actually been minus 45. That is the highest.
Um,
And that is on the mainland. Like the area of Norway where I live, Nordkapp, North Cape is just an island. But the coldest in all of northern parts of Norway has actually been minus 59
So what's the average temperature? Like
during the winter.
yeah,
Oh, the average would be minus 39, minus 42, around that area, around that area. I mean,
like for around all Oslo. Like okay, where Panda lives?
Oslo,
What's the
I cannot
temperature?
Oslo
say
is different.
I cannot say anything about Oslo because that is the capital of Norway. So, and I have been in Oslo for like 12 years
But
or
I mean,
so.
it's in the south, right? Oslo is south of Norway.
Oslo
What?
is as far south as you can
No,
come
it's yeah,
compared to
it's
mine.
So
east
it's the
south.
warmer part.
Yeah, much
So
warmer.
how cold does it get? Like in the winter, it's
For example, how cold or warm?
cold.
How cold? In the last winter we had up to like uh, 22 minus 22, 23.
So it's really. Oh my
Yeah, bro, we live in fucking Scandinavia. It's closest to the fucking North Pole. Of course, it's gonna be winters and cold over there.
It's like I can't even
So
imagine.
see,
You imagine like
Killswitch
living
should be
in
honored
such a
to
cold.
be living in a much warmer place than I am.
Yeah,
You're
Like my,
where are you? Are you in, like in the north? Who
I'm
lives in the
all the way.
north? Somebody lives also in the north, right?
My
Is it
as far
Budan?
as
Budan is from the
Northern
north
go,
also.
Oda is in Oslo.
Is in Oslo. So
As
so
that they you're thinking about what's his name, Luffy Tuffy.
Laffy Taffy is from the north.
Luffy
Yeah.
Tuffy, he is from Nordland. It's two counties apart from where I live. He would be from Sortland. My uncle is living in the same area, and but like as far as north as I can go, the closest neighbor to North Cape would be the North Pole, and that's no joke. From North Cape to to the North Pole is only 2.5 hours by helicopter.
Fuck. So it's like mega close.
And as I said, that's no joke. So
Do
choose
you
your
guys
poison, my
sleep?
friend.
Do you guys sleep with like a jacket on and shit like that?
Yeah.
Snowsuit or
No,
something?
Yeah,
I'm
I.
just serious. Like,
It's
yeah.
like England, dude. They have central heater in every house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something, and this might contradict whatever you said, Hunter, just now.
What?
And this is also compared to Finnish people. We are known to take a session or two in the sauna, a like a basically raise the temperature by, let's say, 70 to 80 degrees. Then you walk out in the middle of the winter, bath naked in the snow, then to just come back into the sauna. That's
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
do.
I've seen that. I've seen that on TV. You
That's
guys do
smart.
that.
That's the way most northerners of Norway do it. Like take take a steaming shower, like that sauna is compared to like steaming shower. Then take a bath in the snow, go back inside, just do the same thing 20 times over.
I heard if you do that, it actually damages your nerves.
Actually, do, yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. If you go to really hot and really cold, it damages your nerves.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, sorry to say,
But it's
well, think
tradition, right? It's like a
it
tradition,
is tradition, yeah.
Norwegian tradition to do that.
It
But
is a
even the
Norwegian
kids,
tradition, yeah.
even the parents, like let the kids play in the
Participate.
snow and stuff like that. I think it's like
Yeah.
a way to make the body used to the cold. I think it's like you guys like the same way that I live in a tropical or subtropical weather. I'm so used
Mm.
to always being warm that when I go to a bit colder
Uh,
place, I feel really cold because I'm not used to the cold weather. And people, but I noticed that like when I stayed in Portugal, like I stayed there like 6 months, and 6 months is already a good time for the body to acclimate. And I noticed like in the beginning I was very cold, very cold. Like I felt like when winter, because I went to Portugal right after summer was ending. So after the summer ends, it starts to cool down. The temperature starts to cool down. Actually, like when I got to Portugal, I only had like 1 week of sunny weather, and after 1 week, the temperature started to cool down. That's what I remember. It starts to rain, temperature cools, and in the beginning I felt very wow, dude. I couldn't stand it. I was like, oh my god, it's so fucking
Yeah.
cold. I would like
Yeah.
tremble so much that you can't even like walk because you're
Yeah.
like shaking, and my body would hurt because the muscles contract to try to warm your fucking body. I would feel my body painful for trembling for such a long time because like I wasn't used to that cold. But
Yeah.
after like 1 2 months, like I got used to it, and it wasn't that bad anymore. Like it was
Yeah, you
really
get used to it.
it was really bad when, like, for example, I would go to Cycle's house, and then I would come back home at around like 3 4 in the morning, something like that, and then
Yeah.
that's when the temperature is like mega low. Then
Yeah.
I would feel like, oh shit, it's cold. But
Yeah.
like in the normal days, I got used to it.
Yeah. You get used to it at last.
So I understand, like, when you guys say like, oh, it feels like it's like a wonderful day. It's 19 degrees, and
Yeah.
like you guys are so used to such cold weathers that
Yeah.
19 degrees seems
It's like really good.
it's warm for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, for Sarge, if he had like 19 degrees every day, for him, it's perfect.
Exactly. Like as I said, the guy from Norlis, basically the newspaper from Tromsø.
Yes.
For him to die at like minus at 38 degrees, that would for me that would be a bless without the dying part. But 38 degrees for me, that's just way too hot. Like
Yeah.
a 20 between 25 and 30 degrees, that would be the soft spot.
Mm.
But like 40 degrees, way too fucking much.
Dude, 40 degrees is overkill, man. You get fucking burned.
Yeah, for
That's the
starting
thing.
40
That's
degrees, it's unbearable.
Yeah, even 35, 38 is fucking
that's the thing.
burnable.
That's what happened to this guy. The heat, according to the coroner's office, the heat was more than enough to make him have a heart attack.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like the body is not used. Dude, it's easier to live in a cold environment than a warm environment, dude. Because it's easier for you to put up clothes and warm your body than
Yeah.
than cool down your body, dude. It's like if you're cold, you just put clothes, right? And you start to warm up. Your body heat retains the heat with
Yeah.
the clothes, and you get warmer. In wet hot climates, even if you're naked, dude, you're fucked. That's the problem, dude. You can't cool down if you don't have anything to cool down your
Water.
your body, dude. But sometimes even water is not enough, dude. That's a problem. It's like
Usually water is
you
60.
Exactly.
you overheat, dude. The problem
No,
is
but
that.
water is usually 60 degrees. So you just jump in, or you get like a wet rag, you put it over your face,
Yeah,
and then you just.
but then the water gets warm. You have to have a cool. Dude, if you're like in the middle of nowhere, and you have no water, you're fucked, basically.
Oh yeah, of course. But if you're cold and you're in the middle of nowhere, you're pretty much fucked too. Depends on
Yeah,
how cold it is. Because in cold areas, you can't really find food in certain areas. You know what I mean? So like in warm, if it's really warm, you can't find food in certain areas. So it's kind of like I think it's kind of this. It really depends. I think situational and personal.
yeah, but I think it's easier to get clothes than when you get to that point that you're naked and you can't like do anything else to like you have to use a fan or to use a fucking aircon or to it's like you get to a point that the air is so thick that you can't breathe, man. You know, it's like with cold, I feel it's easier. Dude. I don't know. It's my.
It's easier to change, probably.
It's
Turn the
easy.
heater on. Or...
Yeah. It's easier to solve the problem. Like even if you don't have a heater, you can still put clothes, right? But with hot, if you don't have a fucking fan or aircon or something,
Yeah.
wow, you're
Yeah,
fucked.
you're pretty much screwed, yeah.
Which is me this summer. As I said, like 35, 38 degrees Celsius. You don't have like a AC or anything like. I was having
Yeah,
this
it
summer.
doesn't even make sense. You guys having aircon. You guys like, you guys live inside a freezer. It's like
Exactly like for me. My problem with this summer was like this. I didn't have any way of cooling myself down. I was walking around for at least 78 to 110 hours without sleep because it was way too hot outside.
yeah, dude. Like I feel it. Yeah, it's true, dude. Trying to sleep with heat, it it's insane, dude. Because your body starts to sweat. You everything gets wet. It's like it's true, dude. It's like try to sleep
It's just the way
on
you
a
said it. It's just the way you said it. It's just my mind.
like if you're cold, if you get just like a blanket and you wrap yourself really really you basically like your body will warm when you sleep. Your body warms, gets warmer.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like I think it's easier to sleep in a cold environment and you just cover yourself and sooner or later you'll fall asleep and your body gets warm and you can sleep better than with hot and I've been living here for 30 years and I'm still not used to this fucking weather, dude. I tell you, it's it's fucking painful living without aircon. It's like, and it's because, but it's not just the temperature; it's the humidity, dude. Because the temperature, like for example, in Portugal, it can get really hot, but the weather is dry. So in the shade, it's cold. So the shade doesn't get light from the sun. It's cold, dude. It's like really cool. And if a breeze comes, it will cool you down, dude. So like if it if it's warm, you can just like open the window and have like the wind come in and you can cool down. But with humidity, dude, it's like everything gets wet, everything gets sticky. The it's like it can get, especially here, dude. It can get so humid that you almost feel like you're drowning. That's how humid it can get.
Yeah.
It's like the, the air get it's thick. It's like somebody is covering your mouth, dude, something like that. I don't know how to explain this. It's very unbearable sometimes. It's like
Yeah.
you take a shower, you go outside, you take another shower. You know, it's like you get all wet and sweaty, you know. And
Yeah.
even if you're not sweating, the condensation, because usually you're inside your home with the aircon and the, the temperature is dry and cold, and then you go outside and
Yeah.
it's very humid.
Yeah.
The humidity in the air condenses in your body, that you become sticky and wet.
Yeah.
You know, like the bottle of Coca-Cola or something. You see that water dripping from the bottle. It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Because the humidity is very different where you live and where we live. For us, it's dry here, so that's why it's more colder. You guys is more like moist. That's the
Yeah,
humidity.
fucking hell.
You might not have any sun, but you're like sweating like a pig, you know,
Yeah,
because of the
the,
humidity.
the 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 temperatures don't go much higher than 30. They're always around 30, 31, 32, 33. They don't they they don't actually, like a few days ago it went pretty high. I didn't check the news, but it was probably the highest. What
Yeah.
got to 33 or something, was it? I even like talked to my sister about it. Like, it was like before the super, because before the super typhoon.
Yeah.
The typhoon sucks all the fucking clouds, and everything is like fucking hot now.
That's typhoon, bro.
It's very rare to go above 33. Usually it's always around that. But 33 means it feels like 40, man. Like, for example, the weather now, I'll tell you. The weather right now, it's 27. 27 degrees. And it's starting to get daylight. It's 6 a.m. 27.
Yeah.
The weather is between 27 and 30. So it means it's always fucking warm. It's always, even at night, it's warm. During the day, it gets warmer. If I look at the feels like, it's 27, but feels like 32. So when it
Yeah.
when it gets to 32, it feels like what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it feels 5 degrees warmer. So when it's 30, it feels like it's 35. When it's 33, it feels like almost 40. You guys can imagine the
Well, I can
humidity.
imagine, all
The
right.
the humidity. It's like a dry weather. If it's 30 degrees, it feels like 30 degrees, right? If it's 40, it feels like 40. Here it's not like that. It is 25 but feels like 30. If it's 30, it feels like 35. It's so fucking painful sometimes.
Hunter,
Mm.
sorry to say, but that when I said like when it's like 30, that when it's feel like 30, that's where you're wrong. I cannot say from like Killswitch's area, but from where I live, when it's like 30 degrees, it actually feels like it's 45 plus.
Yeah.
And North Cape is just an island.
Oh, so
Although
so
being
it's humid.
it's
Basically, you're
quite
surrounded
humid,
by
but
water.
we're surrounded by water. But at the same time as we're surrounded by the water, we are actually prone to a lot of like um, wind from the south and upwards, which doesn't help us in any capacity, no matter what the fuck we do. Build a fucking dome across the whole fucking island, it will still feel like there's a minus 60 degrees inside the bubble. No matter what we do, we cannot stave it off.
Where do you live? Let me check the weather. Maybe it's a very humid place also.
Just Google North Cape.
North Cape, North Cape,
North Cape.
Norway. Yeah. Let's see weather. It's 9 degrees right now. Humidity, yeah, dude. Fuck, 82%, dude. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
but the thing is, go back to North Cape, then compare North Cape to Oslo, like the capital, and you'll see the comparison.
Yeah, humidity 69, dude. It's like a mega fucking difference, dude. When humidity gets under 70, it feels like
No,
a
no, no,
tray.
no, not the humidity from point A to point B. That's
Hmm?
what I meant. Like the average time to drive from North Cape to Oslo takes around 25 to 32 hours by car.
Have you guys ever heard of MOF? MOFs? It will
Mo?
pull the water straight out of the air. You guys should just
Mm,
put that all in your like in a room, and then it'll just you can have water for the day. Yeah, MOFs. It's MOF. I have a link to it. It's like a
what?
it's like a metal container.
The closest thing I've heard to anything like that is like an air humidifier, but
It's called a solar powered water harvesting device. Metal organic framework.
you said solar, right?
Yeah, you can put it by your window.
Let's put it like this. Part of Norway where I live,
I
you
was talking
only
about
have
Hunter. Hunter. Because
Mm,
no,
he's
but
where is it?
just let's just
Really?
say it like this.
I
The
have
part of
I have
Norway
two
where I live,
humidifiers, dude. I have two humidifiers at home.
but let's just say it like this. The part
Like
of Norway where
when
I
I
live
switch on the
composed
aircon,
to
I switch on dry, because it's like a humidifier. It's sucking the humidity out of the house and it's cooling down the room, basically.
yeah. Let's just say it like this. Where Killswitch lives compared to me, from point A to point B, 24 to 32 hours difference. From point A to point B, 32 hours. He lives way down south in the southeastern, where I live, as way the fuck north as the devil could have placed us. As I
Yes.
said earlier,
Yeah, but
the
the point
closest
is
the
it
the,
was
the
the
closest
humidity makes things feel much worse than they are, and the dry
not
weather
not not the thing
makes.
is the thing is in the part of Norway where I live, we're lucky if we even have like 2 hours of sun the whole fucking summer. And this is no joke. From the 31st of May to the 30th of June this year, the northern parts of Norway had twice, uh, twice to at least 8 times the amount of rain that southern Norway has had in the past have has had hot have had
Yes.
in the
I've had.
past decade. In the
You
last
are stuck
in, in
there.
the in the last decade, the northern parts of Norway has had twice as much rain as southern Norway in the last 10 to 20 years.
Yeah.
The farmers in the southern parts of Norway, from like Tromsø and way down to Oslo, has been complaining there's not enough rain, there's not enough this and that. Whereas from the 31st of May to the 30th of June, all of Northern Norway has had nothing but fucking rain for a whole fucking month, only to have like 2 weeks of good weather. The rest is just rain, 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 snow. No joke.
Wow.
I can look outside the window in my living room.
You
It's
need rain,
already
just, don't you?
no, no,
Yeah, but
no. We don't.
I
We
understand.
don't.
Like
The
in
thing is,
England, when I was in England, it fucking hell, dude. The weather there is really bad. It's always gray, cloudy, and rainy. All the time.
cloudy.
You barely see the fucking sun, dude.
Cloudy. I can understand. Yeah, but rain for a whole month, only to have 2 weeks. 2 weeks of sun. And I can look outside my bedroom window right now and see on top of the mountains where I live, there's snow all over the fucking place. Is that normal or is that non or isn't it normal? You tell
Well,
me.
if you don't like where you live, I would move, or
Believe me,
that's the only
I've
thing I could like suggest.
believe me, I've been considering
Yeah.
moving, but the thing is, for the amount of money that the rest of Norway demand out of its people compared to what I have as a yearly salary, it's not gonna happen this time of life. Maybe in the next 200 to 400 years, maybe. But as a journalist, I don't earn more money than fucking Donald Trump compared to Jesus or like whoever like earns the most.
Mono.
Yeah.
What I earn in a yearly salary compared to let's say Donald Trump just because of hell of it, I earn
What do you
two
keep,
to three
dude?
percent of him.
When, what do you keep saying? Trump, Donald Trump.
Because he is the man. Okay.
Not the thing is my monthly salary is around $1,400.
That's not
That
that's not bad if you could. Well, you can
compared,
always better
you
yourself
know,
too. You could.
not the thing is journalism in Norway doesn't pay well unless I were
It's not
to
that bad
travel to.
for one
The thing
person,
is,
but I
if
think
I were
Norway
to,
is expensive, right?
it is an expensive country. It is.
Very.
If if I were to, the only way for
It's
me
the
to
most
increase,
expensive. Sorry.
yeah, for me to increase my salary, the only way I can earn, let's say, $2,000 to $3,000, if I were to travel to Syria, Iraq, like those war-torn countries, and be like, "Oh, it's fucking chaos out here. I'm gonna get blown up like the next second." That's the only way I can earn a lot of money. But the thing is, if I were to be blown up in, let's say, Iraq, that money wouldn't help me in any bit.
Nope.
That's
Dude,
the thing.
Isn't the
dude,
country isn't Iraq getting better though? Like, I don't, if they're like having votes and stuff like that, or
I don't know. I haven't followed the
I haven't
news
heard about that
case.
country in a long time. But hopefully it's better. Like I haven't heard about it. Like
is there
news. And,
people still alive in there? I think like
It's not
yes.
they
better. It's
fucking
still the
eradicated
same
the
shit.
country.
It's war.
Oh shit, that sucks, man. I thought it would be better, like over
As
time.
long as ISIS is here,
Fuck, man.
that country is never gonna be normal.
I think it's even worse. I heard that things got even
Yeah.
worse.
And
That's sad.
the bloody stupidest thing about the whole like, Iraq, Pakistan, and like whatever war it may be, like the stupidest thing Norway ever has done. We took in what's his name? Almost said Osama bin Laden, but Mullah Krekar.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah. You have to explain for these people. You
Who?
know,
Yeah, I
they
don't
don't
know
know who's
anything.
Mullah Krekar
Mul-
is.
Mullah Krekar, he's the closest thing that Norway has to Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein. He's the closest thing to Al Qaeda, like whatever thingamajig he's running with. He's even gone as
Where?
so far to say in Norway. He's actually gone so far to say if Norway were to hand me out to like
What you
whatever
guys have like
country,
gorillas in there in Norway?
Okay,
yeah,
let me explain because Sarge, not to say anything bad, but you suck at describing things. And
yeah,
okay,
go ahead.
there's a guy. He's from he's from Kurdistan. Okay, so he immigrated to Norway, and he's a known terrorist, but he denies it, and nobody cares. So he's doing bad shit while living in Norway. He even wrote a book that got us he got top seller, and they're scared to kick him out because they're scared that if they're gonna kick him out, like ISIS is gonna bomb every town in Norway or something.
Mm.
So they're
Exactly.
basically being pussy.
But what kind of shit is he doing?
They have video on him training like terrorist soldiers in camps, like evidence.
What the fuck? Dude,
You
if
even
In
that
there?
happened in America, you'd be so screwed.
bro, and they even say we know it's you, and he's like, no, it's not me. He's like denying, but we got your face, motherfucker.
Really?
But
Shit.
Norway is still they're too scared. They don't wanna kick him out.
I for one, I wanna say and sorry to say this, I wanna turn his fucking corpse inside out, torture him while he's still alive.
I
That's
will
me
pay
as a
to see
person.
that.
Oh, you and me both. There's a lot of worse, more things that I could have done to him than what the
Oh,
entire
That's
world could
actually,
have done in
that's
comparison.
actually very wild.
what?
I don't,
Actually, came to think about it now that I'm watching Hunter stream again. Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm so looking forward to it. I already played through Devil
Devil
May
May
Cry
Cry
4.
5, dude. Nobody has waited for this game more. I'm a
Oh,
huge Devil May Cry fan since the first ever release of that game, man.
Yeah, dude.
This is like,
You remember the
this,
first time you put the game and you hear Devil May Cry.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
It came out in
shit.
PlayStation 2
exactly.
first.
Yeah,
First game came out in PlayStation 2.
yeah.
Mm,
I, I actually remember when Devil May Cry first came out.
mm.
Really
For
cool.
me, I'm actually looking forward to Devil May Cry, not only because I had, and this is a slight hint, uh, but the main theme of the game, I had a slight hand in making the music. I did the software synths for the soundtrack. I don't know
You,
why, but
wait a minute. You had a part
What
in
game?
I did the
what?
music for the soundtrack.
Devil May Cry?
Yeah,
So your name is like listed on the
I wouldn't
game.
know if it's listed, but but the closest thing I would say, yeah, I did the synth for the synth tracks for the music track, the OST. I did that. I was
Original soundtrack.
contacted. Yeah, I was contracted by Casey Emily by email. If you know anything or know anything about like music, can you come up with like an EDM EDM slash industrial soundtrack? Sure,
Which
Do you
no
have a
do,
problem.
CD? Do you have a
which Devil May
CD?
Cry was it, man?
The latest one. Just
So
search
it's
for
DMC. Yeah, I know. It's the
just
latest
search
one.
search for Devil Trigger.
Double Trigger.
Yeah, Devil Trigger on Spotify.
I don't have Spotify.
Uh,
Well, you could always search
I
for it on YouTube.
don't use that shit program.
You made that song?
I made parts of it. Yeah,
Devil Trigger.
Did
Let
you
me
get
see.
any money for it?
that's the thing. I do this shit for free.
Oh my god, man.
Hey,
You in this, dude? The game is sold like millions copy, and you're doing shit like this for free?
Casey
Really?
that's
Casey Edwards
Well, in that
featuring
case, if you're
Ellie
doing stuff for
Edwards.
free, I'm just,
Yeah,
that's the
you
one.
should
Yeah,
have. Fuck that
that's
shit, man.
crazy,
I
man.
will never do that for free, man.
the thing is
Never.
for me, like the closest thing I've done to hit songs would be Pain, Shut Your Mouth, and and Devil May Cry, uh, Devil Trigger. That would be the closest thing I've done to like putting my own music out there.
Yeah, but I can understand that, but you're doing it in a big platform, so you should actually get paid for it too. You know how much
Yeah,
money they're bringing in on this fucking game?
actually, I didn't consider it until I sent her the MIDI files. So no,
Okay, but you did it to get your name out there. But I don't see you as a superstar yet. So why
no.
didn't you get paid?
Why should I get paid? I mean, for me, just making like random synth noises and using whatever Eurorack I had disposable would be just for the hell of it.
Okay. Yeah, but that was your decision. Of course, I can respect that. But like I said, I will never do it.
No, like, and I said this to a friend of mine who's from Iceland. I said, and this is no, this is actually uh, inside information. I have 2 years of Pro Tools
Oh
sessions
shit! I forgot I can.
just making music.
I was listening to copyrighted shit.
I have a lot of dubstep with mixed with hard rock, metal, and what have you not on my hard disk, so to speak.
Oh
I
shit.
mean, thing is, for me, I'd rather much more just make music out of my own enjoyment than just to post it out and be like, "Yo, here's what I've been doing for the last 2 years." Much rather like make random noises on a drum pad with compared to like video game footage and just be like,
So you
I
make music?
did
Show us a sample.
Yeah, he does
on a free
strip
time.
shows
Free,
too.
Oh,
strip
I
shows.
want to
Oh,
see. Oh, that's
yeah,
free too.
come on over to Norway and I'll show you a good time.
No, thank you. No, thanks.
The
Yeah,
worst
bet.
thing is I'm cringing as to speak.
Let me see. I think we still don't have Spotify in the car.
You know what? I don't think Sarge. I don't think you can handle Jake. He's a handful.
Hmm. Handfuls.
Oh shit!
I can't even handle
Yeah.
myself. Okay, so like,
What about selling yourself short there, Jake?
I can't
no, I
even.
mean like I'm too much for myself. Is what I'm like.
Oh shit!
Is there a way to
Uh,
listen to Spotify without logging in?
You
Not that I
must log
know
in.
of, no.
Sign up. Sign up with Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna use Facebook. Oops, something went wrong. Please
Like,
try
Are
again.
you gonna actually go on Facebook? Like, are you gonna type in the code and everything on stream?
no, no, like me as a person. For me,
I can't
music.
type any code, dude. You guys don't see what I'm typing. You only see stars. Even if I
For
type
me,
a
like,
password.
Oh,
Oh
for me,
shit!
like
I just saw
make.
your password. It's Teddy Bear
Oh
96.
shit!
Teddy
Hunter,
bear.
you're roasted.
It's probably Teddy bear 90. It's
Teddy Bear
Teddy
what's
bear
96.
69. What do you mean
what's your
96?
favorite game? Mario. So it's probably like Super
Teddy
Mario
Bear
69
95.
or something.
Teddy Bear 69. The
We're not that far apart. Yes!
I can't. It's giving errors in every place. I think we still don't have Spotify. Can
We're
you
trying to.
can you link me like a music from Spotify so I can try the link to see
What
if
about YouTube? What about a YouTube link that he created, like a song?
The thing is, it's copyright strike. That's the thing.
yeah.
I was playing it, but then I remembered I'm always getting copyright warnings, dude. I'm afraid
That's the
they,
thing.
they might ban my account from YouTube.
That's the thing,
Because
Hunter.
Twitch just erases the music. If it detects it's a copyrighted song, it will just mute the song. YouTube YouTube doesn't care anymore. Like they say, press this to remove the song. They don't even do that. They will just say, "Oops, something went wrong," and they don't remove the
Yeah.
music, and I have to remove the sound by myself, and
Thing
so
That's
is, for
weird that they
me,
don't do that.
no,
yeah,
the thing
I
is
can I
like,
can show you, like, okay, I'll go to YouTube. This is what,
Oh no.
like, in the beginning I could remove the songs. Now they don't, like, I think I have had so many strikes that they
Is that
don't
Dying Light 2? Is that Dying Light 2 right there?
where.
I just seen Dying Light 2. You just keep pulling it up. It's like a city. Just a second ago, like, okay, like 20 seconds ago now. 30, 40 seconds ago.
Where?
It was a guy holding an axe or something. That's
Ah,
Dying Light
yeah,
2.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Dude, that game is gonna be sick.
oh,
Yeah,
no
that
shit, man.
no, that game's gonna suck dick.
So,
Well, I hope so because
I
then I'll buy that game.
see.
Oh my
you,
gosh.
Actually,
Yes, this
actually, now that I saw the brief moment of gameplay, or not brief,
like,
but
like for
nothing at
example,
all.
No, no,
for
no.
example, I
Listen. I can watch Daylight on stream while other people are playing it, but I can't play it. I'm gonna puke if I play that game.
What about Dead Island 2? That game's supposed to come out. That game
Which
looks.
one?
Oh, Dead Eye. Oh
Dead
shit.
Island 2. It's like a game
Island
that.
have been out for a long time.
No, not Dead Island. Not Dead Island Riptide. Dead Island 2.
Oh, okay.
They're making a
Yeah, it's
sequel.
a zombie game. I know. I've played the
It's the
first
third
one.
one. It's a third one, but
I
it,
remember that game first came out. Shit.
oh, it was awesome, man. Dead Island was a shit.
Oh fuck yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
You're like in like a paradise place, and you had to like run around killing zombies. I don't know what the premise of it was, but it was pretty cool. Just like going around slashing zombies and
I'm tired of zombies,
Every
dude.
character has a different build.
If
So
I see a zombie game, I'll just skip it. I'm like, zombies, 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 everything zombies. I'm just,
They're coming out with the Left 4 Dead 3 soon.
if
you're
they
not
say
gonna
they're
see
no
me
way,
playing
no
that.
way. That's awesome.
Resident Evil 7.
I'm not gonna. You see, like, includes copyrighted content. In this, like, the latest. No, the stream from yesterday includes copyrighted content. So I press that link, and it says, "Man's not hot." Yeah, somebody played the fucking music on stream. Man's not hot. Remove song. I pressed. You see, I pressed the button remove song. That's what they give me now. Sorry, this video cannot be edited. Fuck you, man. Now I can't remove. It's too long because it's a 10-hour movie. They don't
Big.
even they don't even take the time to remove
Who
what
played Man's Not Hot? Who played Man's Not Hot?
what like. But they say this copyrighted content was found in your video. The claimant is allowing their content to be used in your YouTube video. However, ads might appear on it. Monetization. Monetized by claimant. You can use copyrighted content in your video, but ads might appear. If you agree with these conditions, you don't have to do anything. Now, actually, this one is different. Like, I think I can still make money with this video, but
This is the
part
point
is
where
going
I would
to
say.
somebody. But
This is the
a lot
point
of
where I would
a lot
say.
of videos, they're like,
The thing is, dude, like you shouldn't do it so long. Like No one's gonna sit there and watch it for 10 hours. And like, if you want to make money, you got to have it at a certain, length.
No,
I would
dude,
say at least 7 minutes,
I don't want to
8 minutes or something.
I don't want to make money, dude. The problem,
What?
I'm using YouTube as an archive.
Oh, okay. Like, but I was gonna say, if you want to make money, just make highlights of it, so, like a certain thing, and
No, dude, like
Yeah,
I
take
just,
yeah, I see.
clips, and then
no,
just
it's
because people don't want to
the
sit there for ten
problem.
hours.
No, the problem is when it has copyrighted stuff, they block the video. And if I want to show the video to somebody or something on the video, it other people won't see. Only me can go to here to the video manager and play it. They will block. Like, it will be like if you go to my channel, the video won't be there basically. One day I was trying to to show something to somebody, and I realized, where's the video? Where's the video? Where's the video? I couldn't find the fucking video. So I went to here and I saw they blocked, and some songs are blocked in some regions and
Mm.
stuff like that. They're like, oh, this song can't be played in India and blah and something like that, and I'm like, but if you agree with these conditions, you don't have to do anything. It's
Yeah.
like some get global ban immediately. Like you can't show this video. That
Is it the one that I showed, the Justin Bieber one? Did that one get banned?
Oh, gee.
I think so. I think so. Somebody played some Justin Bieber song.
Dude, I told you on the chat. I was like, what did I say? I said play Justin Bieber. I think I had a kappa
Ah,
and a lull.
but
I had a kappa and a lull, and he's
that was like a long time ago, dude. Justin
I
Bieber.
know, but you didn't like. I had a kappa and a lull, and he still played.
I'm
Oh,
surprised.
fuck.
I don't fucking know when
You
you're
don't pay
joking or
attention
not.
to me, dude. When I use kappa or lull, I'm kidding usually, or it's just like, or like
Oh, you're like, play this. Okay, I'll play it. And I'm like,
But I said play Justin Bieber or something like that. But then, like, I know you don't like Justin Bieber, so I thought you would like, you know, not play it. Sorry about that, dude.
no, but I don't care about the song, dude. That the problem is like the video gets banned and fucking hell, man. I it pisses me off
Yeah, I don't know why they take that
because
software away.
because
Crazy.
before I could just press a fucking button and remove the song, remove the song. Okay, this part will be muted. I don't care. But like
Yeah.
in a 10-hour video, if you get like muted for 5 minutes because the song is playing, makes no fucking difference. But now that
Maybe
but now they're like, video is banned. We're not gonna remove the music for you, so fuck you. That's how YouTube is being right now. So now I'm like trying to avoid copyrighted shit. Maybe it's like when I have too many, because before I used to start the stream and play my favorite songs, and then I noticed that I was getting bans from left and right, dudes. Yeah, and I
maybe you
didn't
should
know that. I didn't know.
maybe you should sing the songs and then just like play. You know what I mean? Like, just have like the sound, like the beat or whatever, and then just sing to the song and then play it.
Because some songs they are like, oh, this song is copyrighted, but if you don't monetize the video, everything will be fine. It's like, okay, you have copyrighted songs, but you can't make money with this video. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not like, I'm just archiving the videos. I'm not making money with it.
Right.
But when they
I
ban
don't get
and
it.
then,
Like people, they probably don't make a lot of money though. You know, like people don't watch the video for the music. You know, it's like I don't get it. I don't get that part.
Yeah,
Like I could see if it was like a
I don't get
mockery of the video.
I don't get that we're doing free advertising for them and we still can't play it. You know, it's like if I'm playing your song and people will hear that song, it will just make people buy it more, right?
What if they had like a thing that popped up, like it paused your video and said, "Hey, buy this song"? Dude, it would be cool if it was like that because then you can get like, if they bought it, you can get like a cut of it. That would be kind of cool. Like if they bought it, you get like 10 cents or something, or 5 cents or cent off the. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like it had like a link that popped up that you
Hmm.
clicked on it, you know? Like if the song came up, like it had
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
link to the
like
song.
Twitch,
That would be cool.
like Twitch adds like a link if I'm playing a game and people can buy the game through my Twitch channel. I'll get a percentage out of that. That would be
What is this
cool.
game you're watching? What's this game?
Uh,
Different games.
this is
It looks cool.
a B3. It's what
Oh, that's
this
Fallout
is?
now.
No, this is
No,
Fallout, dude. Yeah,
no, the one before though. It looked cool. It looked like Monster Hunter kind of, but like
yeah, the one hunting the bat, right?
yeah.
I think it's still it's Fallout, dude.
No way,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
Fallout.
it's Fallout 76, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, because the radioactive the radioactive zones will make these animals.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's what they
That's
were saying.
crazy. Hmm.
Yeah, and then you can take like selfies with the monster. So, yeah, man, this Fallout 76, it's so different from the others. I'm I'm just curious to see how it plays out. This is a multiplayer only game, right?
I thought it was both. I have no idea.
Okay, I need to go to the toilet.
God damn it! What the fuck is this game, man? You guys playing anything?
No, I'm not in the mood to game. I tried to play some Just Cause 3, but I beat the game 6 times, like
Yeah.
almost 100% each time. So I was like, I played it for 30 minutes, and I was like, dang, dude, I beat this mission so many times. I don't want to.
Yeah. I have a. That's called 3 too. It's a fun game.
It is cool, but it gets boring, dude. Like, especially if
Yeah.
you beat it. I think Just Cause 4, man, looks cool, but I wish they should add co-op to it, man. Like 2 people co-op would just be sick.
Number 4. When did that get released?
It's coming out in 2 months or something like that.
Ah, okay. I thought, dude, I have to buy that, man. I've actually owned every one of them.
I never played number 1, but I played 2, 3,
Number 1 is fun.
4.
If you haven't tried number 1, but it's late now. Graphic.
Yeah, it's crappy graphics. Yeah,
Yeah.
just because 2 graphics are crap
Yeah.
now. Like I went back to it to play it because I like the
Yeah.
city one with the highway above the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite spots. But, like it's so shitty. Like
Yeah.
the movement and the
Yeah.
you know.
I know what you mean.
It'd be kind of cool if they had like the Jessica's 2 theme, but like
Yeah,
added like the cities and the towns and all that stuff. It just added a little
yeah,
bit of stuff
yeah.
and added the physics, dude. Like the
Yeah,
physics of it. Oh wow, that'd be insane.
actually would. Oh man, I'm getting fucking wasted.
100 gets back, you guys should do shot for shot.
What?
Shot for shot.
You're not allowed to do that on Twitch anymore. If
Ah,
you can actually get banned for that now. If you take like shots for every subscriber and stuff like that. They say it's not allowed anymore.
but you can do squats though. You can do squats for shot. What the fuck? I don't get that, man. That's crazy.
You can do some squats.
You
Okay.
can.
Yeah, I know.
Hunter, you should do.
How to do squats. Show us fine ass of you.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I can imagine Hunter twerking.
Or we're wearing like a spaghetti top. Dude, that would be like funny as like a joke, you know, like he just like
Yeah.
acts like it, you know, he's like, oh, I dropped something. Oh, let me do just dance.
Oh, I dropped my pen over here. Let me pick it up.
Dude, that would be hilarious, dude. Like
Yeah.
if someone did that as a joke, dude, I'd fucking crack up.
Yeah.
Just like wear like fake tits, like a fake like they probably
Yeah,
have those. No,
you crack out to anything, so.
but dude, that would be funny, dude. Like if I just
Yeah.
like if some male like wore tits, like fake tits on him, and like it was all like squeezes.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Oh shit! Don't give me nightmares, man.
You know you'd love it. You know you'd love
This is the point where I know that
it.
I'm getting tipsy, so.
Just like if like they like fell off, like the fake tits just like tits, fake just like
Didn't
snaps
you
off or something.
see? Have you seen the latest Twitch fails on YouTube?
No, no.
It's like an Asian girl. She's like dancing and thanking people for donation. Then she like rests her head in the front, and her wig comes off, and you see the fucking net on her hair and everything.
What?
It was
Actually, I
so
think I've
fun.
seen that live fails on Reddit.
Yeah, yeah. So it was so
Yes,
fucking
The
funny.
this was
last Twitch fail I saw was actually what's the name? Amber something.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Amaran.
Yeah, something
Or
something app. Something beginning with A. So
Mm.
that was the last Twitch fail I saw. She got banned for I don't know what the fuck
dude,
was.
that's old. That's really old.
No, that's like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's old.
Yeah, as I said,
Do
last
you,
one I saw.
do you still watch her?
Who?
Amaran.
Who?
the A person you were talking about?
I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't seen her live lately, so I guess no.
So you don't have her Patreon? Is that what you're saying?
No. The last one I remember I have on Patreon was actually a German one.
Well, what? Who?
You have had
Who?
Patreon before?
Natameyer? Is it Natameyer?
Missy Pawns, something Missy,
Missy Paul?
something
Let me look it up. I gotta.
Pawns. A German,
Can you see
very beautiful girl.
Can you send me the Patreon?
Yeah,
I'm
send
just
only the
joking.
Patreon picture.
I'm just joking, but what's her name? Miss what?
Missy Pawns. Missy.
Can you just like
P-
send it to me in
yeah,
DMs
yeah, 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 yeah.
with
Sure.
another link though? With an...
Let's say Jake, Missy. I guess this is how she writes her name, like Missy Pawns.
Missy Pone.
Just
So, okay.
she's a lady. I follow her on Instagram, and she's posting a lot of different stuff on there. So
Oh,
yeah.
I just want to see what her
You just want to
No,
see. You just want to see how she looks.
yeah, the Twitch as well.
but I gotta say those
I what? That's not. I did.
Those-
never mind.
What?
No,
Explain to me what she does. Like, explain to me. Like,
not while Hunter is streaming. No.
do you get a discount? Like, if you recruit other people, do you get a discount to her Patreon? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yo,
If you're into German peace, then sure.
German what? Peace?
peas. Is it a
I don't want to
peas?
say the
Is it a
word.
boy?
I don't want.
What?
Is it a
Do
boy or
you,
girl?
what is it like a piss and shit porn or
No,
something?
no. PG-13. PG-13. Remember, PG-13.
What does she do? Does she like
There
dance?
is no Patreon that is PG-13.
Or is it just pics? Is it just pics or like sexual, like sexy pics?
Well, yes and no.
Oh.
Twerks, if that counts as one. Uh, Lewdness. I probably shouldn't say that.
Does
But
she like suck
fuck it.
her? Does she like suck her finger and wink at you?
the who sucks fingers?
I do. I mean, that's what I refer to fingers
Fuck off.
as.
Rest if Hunter.
No, but what else? What else? I'm curious.
No, I won't
Yeah,
say
bet
anything
you're
more.
curious.
How much did you pay for it? How much did you pay? Like, is it
$50.
a month?
Yeah,
Does she do like a picture every day, a video every day, or what?
every week.
That's not bad. That's not
For what? What?
Can you save it? Do you screenshot it or what? Like,
No, I can't say it.
she screenshots. She's like, yeah, this guy. That's.
Just pay her $50 and you see for yourself what you get here.
I'm
What you
not.
get
I'm not paying no
yourself
money
into.
for that shit. I fucking watch
Fuck
Pornhub
no,
or
From where?
Pornhub.
What are you guys talking about?
Missy Pawns. Missy Pawns. Should look her up on Twitch.
I don't want to say anything more. Anything more. I won't say anything more.
What?
I'll put it in chat. I'll put it in chat.
It's
Should look her up.
it's a streamer that you can pay to
Mhm.
watch her movies.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that
Yeah.
I'll put it in.
illegal?
It is.
No. What? It's illegal?
Yep.
Of course it's illegal. I mean, to stream on Twitch and you're doing that, it's illegal.
Telling your watching.
What?
Wow.
Because Twitch is
Okay, then that never happened. That never happened then.
Mhm.
I can
No,
begin on her bad side, okay? So, I'm just kidding.
You understand?
Dude,
Like
like
why
no
I said I wouldn't say
company
anything more?
will hire somebody that is doing porn on the side.
It's not porn, just dancing and showing like sexy like pictures.
Let's just say
I
that
thought
it's more of
she
like
was.
That's not.
If it's
It's,
naked, I think it's illegal.
it is. Believe me, it is more.
It's
than-
illegal or it's not like a.
It,
What's the
what
uh,
she's
if
doing.
if if
uh,
Twitch knows that you're doing that, you can be banned, perma banned.
Wow, wow.
It is a
I
big
believe
bang.
so. I believe so.
The thing is,
The adult sign, the adult sign is for language. It's like when you say fuck, whatever. It's not to be able to show boobies. You can't do that.
no, no. The
But
thing
what
is,
about their Instagram links? What about that? Like I know there's some
believe, believe me,
Twitchers that
I,
have
I, I,
Yeah,
I
Instagram links.
but you can't. Can you have porn on Instagram? I don't think so.
no, you can't.
No.
But
The
you
But
could
thing
put,
is,
you could have
Twitter
a
you can.
link. You could have a link to your
the
porn
no,
link on
no, no,
Instagram.
no, 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 no. The thing is, closest thing she will post is as closest to M from mature as you can come.
Hmm.
That's
If it's like underwear pictures, you're like
lingerie.
lingerie, yeah. If it's like that, I think you're still in the borderline, because you're not
Mm.
really. It's
The
not
thing is,
it's not porn,
the the
but
the
more
the
than that,
person in
I think you get that because I know.
the
For
the
example,
thing is,
you guys know. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Do you know
Is that if
Meg Turney?
no,
Hmm?
Meg Meg Turney. Let me see.
is that if you like have the link in your chat, like
Meg Turney.
on your wall, or but what if they just
she
have the same name?
Do you know?
I've done goofed.
Have you guys seen Megan Lynn Turney? Is American internet personality, cosplayer, model, and vlogger. She used to. She was also. She used to present games. I think was it. What was her? Where was it?
Let's just say the
Before
person in
she got famous, she was like. Yeah, she was on Rooster Teeth.
yeah. Let's just say the
Rooster
person
Teeth
in
as
question.
like it's like IGN and stuff like that. And she's a
Yeah,
cosplayer, but she has like if you pay for her Patreon or something like that, you'll get like pictures with her underwear and stuff like that. Actually, if
let's,
Hmm.
I'm sure if I search on Google for her, I'll see plenty of pictures with underwear.
yeah.
Is here
Let's just say the person in question
panties.
this time.
Oh my gosh! Be
Uh,
careful!
sh-
Be careful! How you search.
let's just say the person in question this time, in this time and space, I should say, is close to Jake and me when it came to World War II, etc. Like, without saying too much. But what she's doing is as close as to plus 21 years, etc. in terms of age group. So,
You
shit.
see, you see, you see this streamer. You can even search
She,
on Google and you'll see her
she's a
inner
very she's a very big
panties and bra and stuff. But she's not naked.
she's a very big German uh, streamer. Yes, World of Warcraft streamer.
And this
I don't
girl, I'm talking about this girl because this girl still streams. I get her
Oh my
her.
gosh! You can. Oh, okay.
just uh,
On
not you,
Twitch or on
Hunter.
someone else? Because if it's on Twitch, it'd be
Not you,
She's
Hunter,
yeah,
but
she's from Twitch
Jake.
too.
Jake, just search music pawns and images, and just search. Nothing else. Nothing more to say. Nothing less. And you'll get the picture.
Yeah,
like
I don't want to.
I could when I looked on her Twitch, I kind of got her. I got the vibe like what she does.
Believe
I just
me,
wanted to see what she like.
but believe me, when you see her Instagram, oh shit, You're in for a big world of hurt.
You see, like I'm showing it.
and,
She has been
and you
playing
know who I blame for
PUBG
this?
and Overcooked.
For this?
Just be
You
careful,
know,
because I don't know if you could talk bad about like streamers.
I'm not
to be
talking.
honest,
I'm not talking bad.
Oh, you're just saying their thing. Okay.
No, I'm just
I just
saying.
don't want you to get
I'm
banned.
just
I don't
saying.
know.
If she can have pictures with her underwear and she
Mhm.
still streams, so
Mhm.
I think the line goes there. If
Oh, okay. Okay.
the thing is,
you're still clothed, if you're still
no,
clothed,
no. The thing is, with this person in question,
Sorry.
she will keep her underwear on, but she will tease her more feminine parts, if you know what I mean.
so if she's not naked, yeah, because McTurney also teases like almost like pulling down her panty, like that's teasing,
Not
but
pulling down on
she's not
panties, but
naked.
more like the bra. You know what I mean? Like she will tease that on her Patreon. The latest set was from some Final Fantasy game. I don't want to get into much detail about it, the whole thing, but let's just say it was bloody disturbing, to say the least.
If she's not naked, I think she's safe.
Half naked
If
is the
it's
best.
if it's like oh, this girl is being naked there,
This girl is on fire.
Yeah, I don't care if they're naked or not. Like it doesn't like it. You know,
I think
I
like
don't see the big deal.
if
We need equality. Everybody needs
no,
to be.
dude, like, isn't there even a fucking rule that you can't show feet on
Yeah,
Twitch?
that's a
Yeah,
dumb.
you can't.
That's a dumb rule. I want to see everybody's feet.
So why why can't you show feet? Because there is
Because some people are turned
there's
by
feet
on
fetish.
it.
Yeah,
On
because
it.
there's
I
yeah.
thought it was because people have some nasty feet. Is what I thought.
No, dude.
What?
It's because
Don't most people have
it's a sexual thing for some
fetish? Yeah,
people.
it's a fetish.
Yeah, fetish. So you can't show that. If you come on Twitch and you show boobies and stuff, you're out of there, dude. How many streamers got not perm ban but got temporary ban because uh, they showed their like alinity and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
she
she
gets
showed,
away with it all the time too.
yeah, because it was an accident. But
Accident my ass, bro. Have you seen how she streams? She does that
yes,
for viewers, man.
yeah, but what I saw, like it was like she was like trying to pick up something and she wasn't wearing panties and she showed something that she see.
You saw it. Yeah,
Yeah,
what is it? How did you stumble across this? I want to know, man. That's just crazy.
like when you watch the top 10 tweets
Like,
bullshit, then it come YouTube will show you the other like Twitch
so
fails and
you've seen
stuff
her
like
hot
that.
pocket or her talk talk.
I never searched for it. It's just that you.
No, I just said you've seen it. You've seen her hot pocket or
No,
whatever they call it.
it was covered, but
Oh.
it shows the video where why she got banned or because she was like cleaning something like imagine you're eating something and something dropped in your boobie and then you went to wipe it and suddenly you show your nipple, and then you get banned. You get banned like as a warning, like, dude, you can't show nipple. Ah, but it was an accident. Okay, you make us money.
I'll
Okay,
keep that in mind. I'll be like, oh, I tried to scratch my nuts and they fell out.
yeah, but dude,
Just kidding. It's just a joke to me. Like a girl knows where her nipples are
you
at, and she knows
you
where
you remember
Oh, just cool for each two.
Quindy got the perm ban for things even smaller than showing nipple, you know. So
To be honest,
they can you can be like perm ban like easily. It's a
Mm-hmm.
matter of if
to be honest,
somebody complains, you're fucked. Basically.
Alright, you guys want to complain? I'm just kidding.
this is the point where I should have kept my fucking mouth shut. So, oh shit.
Hmm? What?
This
What?
is the point where I should have kept my mouth fucking shut.
But why? What were you gonna say?
Shot for what?
Just don't say
About
shit that kept me banned.
about the person in question. That's all I'm gonna say. So, let that be the end of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
The German?
Yeah.
Fuck, just cause 4 is gonna be so cool, man.
Oh man, they gotta have co-op, man. If they don't have co-op, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Probably still buy the game, maybe if I can find money. But oh, you can use a bulldozer. What? I'm gonna be plowing through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
This game is becoming cooler and cooler and cooler. Every fucking version that comes out, it just becomes much more insane.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the boosters ammo. What?
I think it's getting banned. It's all about people complaining. It's not. I don't believe there's like spies checking every fucking stream to see if you do shit. It's somebody complaining. It's like
Yeah, they go by complaints. If you report a channel, then they will check it.
yeah, if
They will have eyes on it.
people keep complaining that you you do shit, they will probably send somebody to check it out. They will, yeah, that person is being douchebag. They will, they will ban.
You know it's crazy. I was in
Maybe
this
they don't
channel.
even send anybody. They will just like, okay, people keep complaining. Let's
What
just
is this? Days Gone?
the the game that used to be for 4 players. What's that game?
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I think this
This
is
is
that.
Left 4 Dead for 3.
Yeah, I think so.
No way,
That Left 4 Dead 3?
I think so.
What? Oh my god.
dude. That would be insane. I didn't even see that on E3. What was I on, dude?
But anyway, I'm gonna head off.
Have a good night, man.
Who's
Same to you
leaving?
guys.
Uh,
Who's leaving?
I
Charity.
am.
Sarge.
Okay, man. Take care, bro.
Yeah, I have to
So,
leave soon.
man.
Also, dude, it's already 7 a.m. Good night,
everybody
dudes. Take
leaving
care,
now?
dude.
I gotta
Show
leave too.
show up more times, dudes.
Everybody's leaving, man.
I'm not always on Discord, but I've been streaming every fucking day, dude.
Even my game is leaving me.
Is Sarge still here?
I
Or
left.
oh shit, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
It says the name of the game. Like I can verify if it's left. No, World War Z.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, what the fuck? That
The
didn't
game
look
actually
like Left 4 Dead,
cool.
man.
It actually looks really cool. Actually, it looks like Division, but like zombie mode.
Let's see, World War Z. Maybe it's from the makers. I thought it was that. Who made
I think
this?
it's off the movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's from the movie.
yeah. The movie. That's why the wave.
Hmm.
Oh nice. Forgot completely about the movie. Mad Dog.
I've never even seen the movie, to be honest. Mad Dog makes good games, dude.
MacDog McCree, dude.
I think they make a
Did you play that game? Kill Switch,
no.
Mad Dog McCree.
Yeah, I played it. It's an old game, man.
You remember?
Really old. Yeah, I played on like arcade and stuff like.
Yeah, it was an arcade game. Then it came out for 3DO. I played it on the 3DO. 3DO was a cool concept, but
But yeah, 3DO. I remember.
3DO was, imagine a console that is
Yeah,
not bound to one brand. Imagine it's like imagine Nintendo would sell the rights for other brands to make their console.
yeah,
And 3DO was like that. 3DO, you had like the Toshiba version, the Panasonic version, the
yeah,
NEC version, and but the problem was each console had a little difference. They weren't all exactly the same. They were like almost the same, but I think there was some little differences. And but the concept was cool, dude. And their supposedly second console was going to be super powerful, but never came out because and even the multiplayer, the controller, you only plugged one controller into the console, and the other players would plug into your controller, so you could like have infinite players. You know, like player 1 connected to the console, player 2 connected to player 1, player 3 connected to player 2, player 4 connected to player 3, and you could have like you could play like FIFA with 8 people, you know, easy because everybody would like connect to each other. They had some cool ideas, but all their games were like video realistic. That's why it was cool. It was video realistic, but it used optical in an era that all consoles were still cartridge, and the loading times were like very annoying compared to a cartridge that you just like Nintendo 64, you just like switched on and the game is there. Like people were used to that, and then this guy comes out with a CD
yeah,
with a CD-ROM. And, like I remember, like to play Super Street Fighter 2, you had to wait such a fucking long time to load the game, dude. And then
yeah,
you had like Super Nintendo that you just like switch on and the game was there, you know. And it's like what? Like it took like almost 5 minutes to load this game on video. You know, like some cool ideas are before their time. I think 3DO was before their time. Wow, I like you remember what was it? Judge Dredd? I'm gonna show you. Judge Dredd 3DO. Holy fuck! I'm still noxious. Just followed. Who's I'm still noxious?
I have no idea what that is.
Say hi in the chat, dude. Where are you from? But he's probably not here. You know, like my followers are always like this. They follow on their way out. It's like they come here. They're lurking. I don't even know they're lurking, and on their way out, they follow. When I look at the chat, I don't see these people there. It's always like that. I'm gonna show you like one like Judge Dredd versus Death. Best game ever, was it? No. of the coolest games. Not Game Gear, 3DO. Oh, maybe. What 3DO had a lot of 3DO had a lot of shooting games, dude. You know, like light gun games. That was the cool thing. 3DO had some unique games. Ah, no, it wasn't just Dread. It was oh shit! It was what's that movie that they unfreeze?
Which game?
They unfreeze like it's with Sylvester Stallone. They unfreeze him.
You're talking about Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, yeah.
Yeah, it's with the.
Yeah, Demolition
man.
Man, the 3DO. That's it.
Yeah, and it's with
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. Yeah, exactly.
How did you guys even play that? That console was $700.
Dude, this is so old, man.
Dude,
I know, but when it first came out, it was $700.
Yeah, I know.
you remember?
It's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
$700 back then. No, I just read it on
Bro,
Wikipedia.
I was hustling when I was young.
Holy
Dude,
shit, man! I
okay.
couldn't even afford a fucking lunch.
Dude,
I was a
dude,
hustler.
but okay, think about this. Are you watching the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, you're watching the stream, right? This game is from '94. Okay, so
hmm
think about the graphics in '94, and now this
It's
game
gonna
is,
blow your mind.
yeah, like don't or yeah, just
Well, I think of Battlefield when I think
dude,
of.
think about when this console was released and what we're about to see, dude. Like all the games were like a movie experience. That was the cool thing about 3DO, dude. Every game, it was like you were playing a movie.
Virgin? Okay, that's a good sign.
But the game is not only this, dude. This is like by it's kind of like following the movie.
It is Scarface? They have a Scarface version? That's actually insane.
And all the cutscenes, you pass the zone, then it shows you like, dude, for each time, this was like
Oh, yeah.
amazing, man.
Dude, for '94, this graphic is trust me.
What other games do they have?
Dude, but they're on. Oh, okay, like now they're only showing. The game wasn't always shooting. Look at this. Fighting now. It's like Mortal Kombat, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Even this, you remember the Street Fighter, the movie fighting game was also like that.
Remember it.
Now you're playing. Now you're playing like Doom. Now back to shooting. It had like different stuff. I remember the guy jumping from the car. Now it's driving. You see, the guy now is in the city.
Yeah.
Real cool, dude. For each time, dude, you're like playing a movie. You're playing a game that looked like a movie. Mad Dog McCree was also.
This is like GTA kind of almost. Driving thing.
Uh, let me see 3DO games, and I'll show you which the console, dude. I think the best one was the Panasonic. Panasonic was the best one. The Gold Star was the cheapest version.
I remember Panasonics. Panasonics wasn't cheap. It was actually. Also, it's former LG.
I think Panasonic was the most expensive version.
Yeah, it
The
was.
Gold Star was the most cheap version.
Killer Switch!
Oh shit!
No
Who's this?
shit, boy!
Who's this?
I haven't talked to you in for some
Oh my
fucking
God.
years.
Oh shit!
Oh,
He's
Where have you
back.
fucking... Where have you fucking been, Killer Switch?
I've been working and living my life. What you been doing?
I haven't... It's so long time since I've seen you on Discord.
Yes. You know, life is not all about Discord, you know.
I know, you Swedish bastard.
Dude, Return Fire, dude. This game was so much fun, dude. Road Rash was like,
That was fun.
you remember driving
Yeah, the
the
motorcycle
bikes?
game when you were
Yeah.
like hitting other player with chains and
Yeah, motherfucker, that game was so much fun, dude.
yeah, and then it came out on Sega Mega Drive, you know.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
Killer Switch,
that's
it even came out on PC, dude. I remember having this on PC.
yeah, yeah. Came out recently actually.
Killer Switch,
Yes.
are you still training?
Dude, I'm gonna
Training?
show you Return Fire. Return Fire was so much fun, dude.
Training for what?
Are you still training? Are you still training muscles and stuff?
If I'm training my muscles.
Yeah, like no, in the gym or in the woods, like you do.
The woods. Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
you in the summer was hiking in the woods and training in the woods. You said.
Yes. Yeah, I'm still training. Yes.
Are you still stronger, me?
If I'm what?
Are you still stronger and me?
This game, you could play multiplayer, dude. Split screen multiplayer. A guy after the other tried to kill the other.
I'm so fucking confused.
I'm talking about the game that
No,
I'm
I'm talking
showing on
about
screen.
you, Hunter. I'm talking about what Cutman's
Oh, are
saying.
you still stronger than me? I mean,
What do you mean still strong in you?
Oh my god.
because I gotta still fight you.
How you doing, Katmos? Long time no see, dude.
Yeah,
Long time no see, Hunter.
This is his way to say hi to people. Like, oh, yeah, I'm fighting.
Fight me, sucker.
Bro,
Everybody, are you going
bro,
to dream next summer next
listen,
year?
Cosmos, I don't hit kids, so it's okay.
Oh, I'm not a kid anymore, okay?
Oh, really?
Have you checked the down under?
Yeah.
Down under.
By the way, I'm drinking whiskey today.
Oh shit!
Shit,
You're lucky.
Jack.
I was drinking yesterday,
Yes, and that went very well.
and that went very well. Yeah.
You guys should both drink.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake.
What's up? How's it going?
Going fine. How is your life with green skills?
It's excellent, actually.
What?
He said excellent.
Excellent.
Need for
Very
Speed.
well.
Excellent. Damn.
You remember Need for Speed? Fuck, Need for Speed
Yeah, of
was.
course, man.
Need for Speed is a legend game.
Not need for. You say need.
Need for Speed.
No, you said need more speed. I swear to God, you said need more speed.
I'm at Need for Speed.
Yes,
You
you
need
need
more
more
speed.
of everything.
I need more than ever. I need more muscles. I need to.
Are you
Need
from?
speed,
Are you
I need
from the
everything.
Triple X gang, dude? I heard you're
Yes.
from the Triple X gang. That's what we
He
call
created,
ourselves,
no,
the Triple X gang.
he's the creator of Triple X gang.
Yeah, I'm better than Winnie Diesel, you know.
Yes, exactly.
you
That's what we were talking about. Exactly.
Oh my
Cosmos
god.
is the next Triple X.
Way of the
Yes.
Warrior. Yeah, I remember Way of the Warrior. It was also cinematic. Yeah, that's the thing. The 3DO games were always like cinematic. The games
Yeah.
looked like
They,
photorealistic.
did, they didn't have any CGI back. They were doing like photo shoot style.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Way of the
TikTok.
Warrior.
So Jake.
Oh shit! I played this fucking game so many times.
Yeah.
So how is your life? How
Great. I've
has
just
your
been
life been?
working out and,
You
training. And...
working out?
Yeah,
Have you
he's
seen?
working
Have you
out.
seen these guns? Have you seen these
I've
guns?
seen this gun. No, I haven't.
He's twerking every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
It's
Ludius Max.
working, dude.
Yeah. What the hell? Sounded too excited for that one.
Yeah, he always gets excited.
That's true.
Yes.
No, I've just been doing, working out and doing the same shit.
Okay.
Playing games, working out.
So can I
Yeah.
ask you this question, Jake?
Uh-oh.
Is you and Green Skittles together? Yeah. Is you and Green Skittles together now?
We are together.
Yeah, they're
Ooh.
gonna get married, and I'm gonna be.
He's gonna be my
And you
best
got
man.
We're gonna have a reception soon. Bachelor party.
Oh,
We're
hell no,
gonna
I'm not
do
gonna have a
like a
bachelor party, dude.
whole Shazam, you know.
If you're gonna have a bachelor party, I'm coming. I'm coming. So fucking.
Whoa! What do you mean?
I'm coming. Yeah, he's coming.
Not in that way, fucking
Oh.
guys.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Where are you coming?
Not too much to come with them.
Don't
I'm coming to
electrocute.
USA.
Don't electrocute yourself, dude.
Where are you coming?
I think this whiskey is getting on my mind.
Ooh.
The whiskey. It's
Yeah, I bet this.
40% whiskey.
Yeah. You know that
And I
whiskey
haven't
kills
drank
brain
whiskey in a
cells.
long ass time.
You know that whiskey kills brain cells.
I know.
What? Say what? No, I'm just kidding.
But you're lucky, you know. Okay.
You're lucky, dude. When you don't have any, it doesn't make any difference.
So have you lost many brain cells, Kid Switch?
Bro, I'm getting new every year,
Every year?
every day. I'm getting too much. I'm getting
Are
smarter
you
every
drinking
day.
too, Kid Switch?
Crystal
I've been
Dynamics. Jax
drinking.
was from Crystal Dynamics, right? Yeah, the
Yeah.
makers of
It, Hunter, are you streaming?
yeah.
No.
Yes. No. Yes and
Oh.
no.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm streaming, but I'm going to bed soon because I've been streaming for
Soon means like 4 hours for Hunter. So
fuck
when he
no.
says soon, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed soon. It's like
I have
6 hours later. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to bed now.
That is true, actually.
fuck.
I know.
Shut up.
So,
Don't
Hunter,
complain. You love it.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, bro, you
It's
don't have
funny.
to go to
It's
sleep.
Hunter,
Yeah, yo.
how was the hurricane in China?
It was windy.
I
China.
was seeing that on Snapchat.
I know. No, it wasn't. It wasn't
It was
as bad.
windy.
It wasn't. Dude, like this is kind of Trump answers. The 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 hurricane. No, what? The water was wet. The water was very wet. Isn't it one of his new things? The water was wet.
water's
Never
not wet.
mind.
They say it's
Oh
so
shit!
stupid.
It's raining. Woohoo!
The fuck is raining.
It's raining. Fucking hell.
Who got excited for raining, eh?
Yeah, dude. Fucking hell. It means the temperature is gonna cool down a little.
I don't like rain. Fuck the rain.
Jake loved the rain. Because every
Hmm.
time it rains, it rains.
But
It's raining. Yeah.
the problem is it only rains like for a few minutes.
Yeah, Asia, I'm gonna tell you how the rain is. It rains for like 10 minutes and it rains a lot. When it stops, 5 minutes later, everything is dry.
Yeah.
Asia for your ass.
Have you been? You here?
Bro, I've been a lot of places in Asia. I've been to Thailand, been to Vietnam. I haven't been to China yet or Japan.
I advise you to go to Japan. Dude, Japan is
Yeah, I want to go
wow.
to Japan
Japan is
really
really
bad.
cool. Japan is really cool.
It's konnichiwa land.
Everybody, everybody's so respectful.
Yeah, everything. The whole country is based off honor.
Dude, they are super polite. Everything is
Yes.
fucking clean. You feel welcome. It's a fuck, man. Really, it was a
It's a
really
great
good
country.
experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel the difference. Hey, dude, if the sign is red, like the people the cross yeah, zebra crossing. If the sign is red
Yeah.
and there's no car, they don't cross the road.
No, exactly.
Usually, like in Europe, here in Asia,
Yeah.
they don't really care. Dude. Here it's like the car is coming, it's red. They will just like show you the hand, like
Yeah.
you better stop. You know, like they should be there. But it's out of control.
Maybe he shouldn't go to America because America pedestrians have the right of way, except like on a highway.
Yeah.
Like in Europe they obey the law, but if it's red and there's no car, you'll cross the road, right? It's like makes no sense standing there if there's no fucking car. And If it's like a fucking straight line and you can see there's no car coming, what am I waiting for? You cross the fucking road. In Japan, they
Mhm.
don't. You feel bad crossing the fucking road when it's red because nobody does it. Nobody does it, and they
It's weird
kill.
in Scandinavia.
In
They
there,
don't give a fuck what the color is.
yeah, it's the same as here. Dude. It's like so chaotic, dude. Like I come
Yeah.
from this really chaotic place, and then I went to Japan. I was like, my god, I was
Oh,
like, I we moved to the wrong country. We should have moved to Japan, not China. Such
yeah.
such a the food is good.
I wish I wasn't in Scandinavia either.
Dude, they still have arcades, dude. The arcades are awesome. They are all connected with the internet.
Yeah.
You can play a game versus another arcade place, dude. Dude, I played this game, the Gundam Pod, Gundam Pod.
Yeah, I know that about the Gundam. It's the robots.
Dude,
Robot fighters.
look at this fucking arcade, dude. Look at
Yeah.
this fucking machine, man. I play this fucking game. You have to like
Yeah.
make a fucking card.
They have it in Asia.
Every every uh, every pod is connected. It's like a
Yeah.
massive multiplayer game. Dude. You
Yeah.
can like each guy has their own Gundam, and you go there to war, dude. This is
Yeah.
the inside of the arcade. Dude. There's like multiple screens, so you can see all around. You're inside a
Yeah.
fucking map. You have pedals. You have levers. Or what do you call it?
I played this when I was in Thailand.
Dude,
They have
real?
it over there. Yeah. In Bangkok, they have a big fucking building close to the city of Bangkok. They have like a whole fucking section with just arcades and everything. It was really nice, man.
Yeah, man, arcades are still big here in Asia, dude. We don't
Yeah.
see many, but actually there's a actually in Macau opened it's like a VR arcade.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, I just gonna have to run to the bathroom.
Alright.
1 minute.
Look,
BRB.
I'm trying to zoom this fucking picture so you guys can see the control. I know, maybe there's a video. What the fuck am I doing? Gundam Pod. Let's see video.
So welcome to our video telling you about what I'm going to call the Gundam Pod game.
Are you watching, Jake?
Yeah.
Thank you. So you've got
I love Gundams,
a
dude.
computer where if you've got a little
Yeah, this is the console. It's like in the middle of the room. You have to make a card. You type your name.
what all do you do here?
You take your card, you touch it down in this little thing here, like that, and then it shows you all the stuff that you have on your card.
Like I said before, like the new arcade games now uses these cards. The card saves your loot, your save games.
All the mobile suits that you've unlocked.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, arcade games keep
And then from
they
there,
keep
we'll go
evolving, dude.
to
But now with consoles, we think that arcades stop.
all together with.
Not true, dude. They keep making arcade games, and they they are like really advanced. Look at these dudes.
So let's bust out some.
Look
I like
at
the racing ones. They're cool.
As you can see, this is basically
In the arcades, the racing ones.
of arcade
It's like one of my favorites.
You
look.
sit
I want him to show the controller.
the surround sound speakers.
Surround speaker. Look at the controller.
Use levers with the buttons to control the
Ah, it's levers. I use the
foot pedals.
pedals, levers.
Over here is like a console. There's normally a headset over there though, right?
Huh?
Yes. The headset jack goes in here.
I guess they don't have headsets
Hmm.
in this one. You would have to bring yours.
I have missed you, Jake.
Yeah.
It's good. Miss you too, man. How you? What you up to though? Have you been still doing the same shit, same work, or what? Did you get your license?
Yeah, I've been working my ass off.
So
Did
here's
you get your
the
license yet?
map we're currently playing on.
Nope, not yet.
Their
But
base is up
soon.
there.
That's good, man. That's good.
It is my job as a sniper to pick off as many
So
people as
you're
possible, but
how
if
old
I
are
see
you
like a
now,
tank or something
Katmos? You're
like
I
saying
turned I turned 20 in
showing me my teammates.
Oh shit.
Ooh, last time I was
dude,
here, I
like
didn't have this whole
20 30 days or something.
in a month, next month.
Yeah, next month, 25th of next 25th of
the second
October.
lowest ranking in the entire
What
game.
the fuck? That's
Then I
awesome.
turned 20.
Yeah, so it's like in 1 month, almost.
Yes.
You can see when he shouts out Yoroshku in the live
It's
chat.
next Tuesday to.
Then I can buy more liquor that I can buy that I can buy now.
By what?
Doesn't tell me what they're flying.
When I turn 20, I can buy
Sub, and I would have probably regretted
Yes.
brännvin.
Alcohol.
Then I can buy whiskey.
People are talking about when I get 20, I'm gonna do this and that. He's he's happy that he can buy alcohol.
I'm alcoholic, you know.
Yes.
Like the true Russian I am, I'm a fucking alcoholic.
Join AA.
So,
I'm not super far range, so like I don't have any close range combat capabilities at all.
I miss these times. The
Yeah, and
good
this
old
guy's also a sniper.
boys, I haven't talked to him
What are you
forever.
doing here?
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah, dude. Do you still go to Panda's
Oh no,
stream?
go away.
You still talk to him?
Sometimes, sometimes,
Where are you?
when I feel like it.
Are you still subbed?
Yeah. By the way, Twitch is Twitch is paying for my fucking subscription.
What?
What?
Well, I just got the options on the. I did think I not. I am paying for a subscription. I just subbed, and it was something saying that Twitch can pay for or something like that. So I don't
What?
pay for it.
I didn't understand.
I didn't understand shit, Katmos. What the fuck? try, try to.
He was on YouTube or something that said that they could pay for his Twitch or something.
I don't know. I
Is
didn't
that
get
what you
one
said?
word of that.
What?
You were on
Hey,
YouTube and said something about pay for Twitch or something?
can you repeat
No,
the thing you said?
You know what I
I said
understood? That Twitch is paying for the sub. That's what I
Yeah,
understood.
exactly. How?
I don't know. I just got the option that Twitch can pay for my sub.
That's crazy. So can you send me, since Twitch is paying for your sub, can you send me $1 so I can resub for
What the?
next month?
Yeah, he's Katmos. He's special. He gets
Come
free
on,
subs
dude.
from Twitch.
10,
Well,
10
nobody gets free subs, man.
It's like triple X gang. It's like
Of course, I hacked Twitch.
reclaim your triple X gang loot.
Mm.
We pay for your subs. What the fuck?
Damn it, dude. You should at least give me 10 kroner though.
You know what? I think maybe he had a uh, Prime sub or something. He thinks that
Oh, yeah.
No,
Twitch pays.
no, 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 no. No,
No,
no, no, no, no, no.
Twitch
It's
doesn't
not
pay for
Prime.
people's
It's
sub.
normal sub.
Maybe you
Yeah,
pay
but
for it 6 months in advance and you just
no,
didn't know.
trust me, they have taken money from his account, which
What?
doesn't do any mistake, and they don't give out. But if
No,
someone,
probably it was a donation because I
maybe
saw.
somebody bought the sub for you.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
I know, dude. The other day I was like in Panda's channel, and there was like some crazy guy buying 100, like gifting 100 subs just like that, dude. Even more, dude. It was in September, the month of September. Like each sub is only $1, right?
No, that's if you have
250.
been gifted. If somebody has gifted a sub to you, the next month it only costs $1 to resub.
Yeah, so if you guys want to loan me $1, or I mean, give me $1, that'd be appreciated.
Which channel?
So, Sonny's, I have to. I think I have to do it though.
Oh, okay, you're asking the wrong person.
You need $1, dude.
Shit.
I ain't giving you shit in that channel.
Damn it!
I can
Damn
give
it!
you for the hunters if.
Oh, it's all good. It sucks. I don't have no money. Damn, it sucks so bad. But it's my own fault. No one else to blame it.
Trust me, somebody's gonna give you gonna give you a sub, man. You're a legend.
Dude, I troll so much in that channel, dude. But like, like, someone will say something like, and I'll be like, "Don't say that," and I'll put like the "Come on, bro," but everybody knows I'm joking. It's like, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah, Jake just leaves me hanging and goes there to talk
I,
to
what?
troll with the guys.
Dude, it's kind of funny to troll. Like,
Sometimes
it makes.
I find myself talking to myself. I find myself talking to myself, dude. Jake, are you even there? And there's no answer, and I'm like, fuck, he's playing with the Panda crew. He left me
Usually I'm
again.
actually sleeping. I think I was only like one or two times where I did that. And usually I have both streams open.
And then sometimes you arrive. What did you say, USA? I was like, what? I didn't even say USA. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh man.
No,
Did he
but
mute?
you know what
Did he
sucks
mute?
though? It's like I'll like say something
Hey,
in chat, and it'll be like 10 minutes later. You'll be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" I'm like, what?
like today, what happened? Like I told the story about the what was it? Like only half hour later, you comment. About the computer. My computer didn't start, and I was talking about.
No, I just thought about it. I just rethought about it when you said
And
it.
suddenly
It just
your
came to my
comment was,
mind like,
"What? You touched your computer while it was on?" And I was like, "What? Like, are you lagging? Are you like half hour
no, I
behind
just.
or something?" I was like, "What the
I have
fuck?"
I'm part of the triple X gang. You know what I mean? So like,
Your head is lagging.
yeah.
Too
No, I
many
was thinking
X's.
like, what could be the problem? And then I was like, maybe because if you touch like your computer when it's on, like I think it's static or something. It could mess up. Even when it's off, it can mess it up if you don't have a static wrist strap or
Oh,
whatever.
dude, but I got scared, dude, cause fucking hell, cause
Yeah, it was just a CPU thing. He said so.
yeah, hopefully it was that, dude, cause because the motherboard keeps giving me the wrong error, dude. It keeps giving me like
What is it? What error is it giving you?
5.5,
What do you mean 5.5?
5.5, 55.
Is it through? Yeah, but is it through blue screen or what is it?
No, it wouldn't boot. What happened was, before the stream, before I was like, oh, I'm just gonna switch on the computer, put some music, go take a shower, come back, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do. And I switch on the computer, and I remember, like, oh, my computer has been running hot. Let me see. Maybe the the water cooler pump, like the fan is not working. Let me see if I can feel the vibration of the pump working. And I touched
Yeah.
I just touched the cube, right? The cube that is on top of the CPU. I just
Okay.
touched it to see if I felt it. When I looked back in the monitor, like the mouse didn't move, and I thought, what's wrong? Like bad connection. So I unplugged and plugged back. Then I was like, oh, I think the computer is frozen. I pressed the start key, nothing happens. I was like, oh shit, the computer is frozen. Okay, let's like power shutdown, force shutdown, and after force shutdown, the game.
Atlas, can you fucking hold your microphone still, man? God.
I think you.
Go on, bro.
If I was.
Whose microphone? Oh, it's yours, Hunter. It's like a windy or something.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's. Don't you hear the background?
Oh
It's
sorry.
like fucking hurricane or something.
Oh sorry, dude.
No problem. I thought it was the
Was it
fan.
always like this?
No, it just begun to like a minute ago or something.
Maybe because I'm.
Everything you do, I can hear it. Like
Yeah,
I got
now you
like
can hear it because
spider senses right now.
now but now I'm touching it.
Yeah,
So
touch it.
that's it. Touching the tralala. Wait.
Touch it, la. Ding ding dong.
Is it still? Yeah, because I think. Because it was really hot, dude. Is it better or is it still windy?
Seems good to me. Oh no, I heard a little bit of it.
It's still windy. Yeah, so I look back at the computer and like it was frozen, so I forced shutdown and
Yeah.
and it wouldn't boot. So I looked at the error code, and the error code is 55, and 55 means memory not. Actually, I can
Oh,
check.
okay. I know what it is.
I still have it open here.
Yeah, I know what that is.
It's like memory is not recognized or something or not.
Yeah.
Where is it? 55. Memory not installed. That's what 55 error means. And I was like, what? But I didn't even touch the fucking RAM. Okay,
Yeah, but that's normal, man. We all have like
see.
fucked up boot problems when we start computers. Sometimes it doesn't start up perfect.
Yeah, but I was like a good IT technician. Look at the code, check what the code means, and try to reset the fucking RAM. I was like, no.
Maybe it's too much dust in the computer. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. So I went to grab my fucking vacuum. I vacuumed the computer and everything. Dude, I did what I would do at work. You know, if I had like if a computer wouldn't boot, I would look at the code and clean it and reset the fucking RAM. Try different RAM, and I was like, I tried different slots. I have 2 sticks of 16, so I was like changing them, like switch on only with one. It didn't boot. I was like, fuck. Did I just like maybe because I touched the CPU? Like my water cooler. The water cooler is not.
What water cooler do you have?
A Sadon, something like that.
Which one?
Sadon. From Cooler Master.
Never heard about it.
Seidon 120V.
Say, okay, it's Corsair.
Cooler Master.
Cooler Master. Okay, okay, okay.
But the version I have is because Psychobox one, and
Yeah,
but it was like revision 3 or version 3 or something like that.
yeah,
And mine is like still version 1 or something like that. And they have a
yeah,
sticker that says compatible with socket 1151. It says support 150, support AM2 plus, and compatible with 1151. What compatible means is they don't have the fittings for for the for that socket, but if I remove so basically I had to remove the clamp, the thing that holds the CPU in
yeah,
place. I had to remove that metal thingy, that clamp, and now my CPU is only being held by the cooler. So it's the cooler that is pressing the CPU to the motherboard. There is no there is no mechanic. There is no clamp. Nothing is sticking. Do you understand what I mean? I don't have the
The
metal.
clamp thing now.
Yeah,
Okay.
the clamp that puts the CPU together in the motherboard. I had to remove that, and it's only the water block pressing down onto the motherboard with the CPU in the middle. Do you understand what I mean? Hello?
Let me see if he's here.
Did kill switch dropped?
No, he's still here. I don't know if he can hear us though.
Oh,
Oh, he's here. What the fuck?
Fuck?
of course I'm
Did
here.
you fall asleep or what? I'm
No,
talking
I'm
to you,
playing
you fuck.
game. Playing games, man.
God,
Games,
I'm
fucking.
I'm repeating myself, explaining, and you're not even paying attention.
Yeah, I heard everything you said.
Okay, so probably when I touch the cooler, I
You touch it.
move
Did you
moved.
touch it hard or soft?
No, really soft, dude. I just wanted to feel if I could feel some vibration to see if the pump was actually broken or something. It was a
Yeah.
really soft touch, dude. I just wanted to see if I could feel the pump. Then when I looked at the computer, it was frozen, and then the fucking error was like telling me that the computer was the computer the RAM, it was problem with the RAM until the moment that I was like, okay, it can't be the RAM. The RAM can't just burn by itself like this. I was like, nah. I don't believe I burned the RAM because I didn't even fucking touch it. So I was like, okay, so let me try to refit again. I pressed down the screws again, like just praying, like I was like praying, please God, let the computer switch on. I need the fucking computer, and it worked. So I spent like almost 1 hour trying RAMs, cleaning the computer, trying the RAM in different slots, praying to God, and then I was like, shit. No, let's use common sense. I only touched the CPU, so the problem is coming from the CPU, it's not the RAM. So I put back the RAM in its place, and then I reseated the CPU, the cooler on the CPU, and it booted. I'm not even sure what I'm telling this. It's okay. Did you guys know that there is a Mario Kart arcade version? Have you guys ever seen it?
Arcade version?
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna show you guys.
I didn't know. Like an arcade?
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. Sorry.
It was really cool, dude. We
Does the
all,
cart actually spin like in circles when you hit a banana? Like the whole thing
nah.
spins? That'd be fucking crazy.
But you drive the cart like a car. It
That'd be cool.
I remembered of this because you mentioned that you like driving games, and I was like, I bet Jake doesn't know there is Mario Kart in the arcade games.
I couldn't afford arcade, dude, growing up.
Are you watching the stream? You can see the.
Yeah, see mushrooms.
Yeah, it uses the camera. So like in a like when you're playing against each other, you can see who's in front of you and stuff. It shows the picture on top of the car. But this guy is like filming. Finally. But it's pretty difficult. It's not that
It's what?
easy. The game is not that easy.
What the fuck?
This is the English version, the one that is playing right now.
Still looks like the Switch graphics. Or the Wii.
It doesn't look like 2018 Mario.
Yeah, no, the graphics are much better, dude, than the arcade, than the console game.
Yeah, but I think the graphic is much better, but on the quality on the that we are watching is not that good.
Yeah, that's a problem. But I remember the quality, and this is one. Maybe Mario Kart 2 is better.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But I remember the quality of the graphics for each time was really good. Yeah, the problem is the quality of the video is so shitty. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The circuits are unique, different from the arcades, different from the consoles. Pretty cool. But the best games are the ones that like for example, what's even what Outrun, is it Outrun?
Yeah, Outrun. So old one. We drive in California.
Yeah, is it the one with the Ferrari?
Yeah.
And there was Outrunners also, right? The one
Yeah.
you could play like 4 people and you had like different cars. But Outrun had like arcade version that the machine moved it completely. Even if the game was old, there was a. Let me see if I can find. And this one I played in Portugal. It wasn't even here. Outrun arcade. Let's see if somebody. Dude, I was crazy though. When I think yeah, dude, this guy.
ما
Oh no, this is the static version.
نگه هذا خلاص
No, this is the static version. But there was a one that, dude, like when you turn the machine would like go sideways. It was crazy, dude.
I actually played this game actually.
Outrun, yeah, I think everybody played Outrun.
I actually like the game. It's like one of my favorites.
Outrun was really cool, dude.
It's like from Vice City kind of ish. It's got
All
like California and shit like that.
how can I search for? It's like Outrun arcade machine.
Gameplay maybe, I don't know.
But I don't want to see the gameplay. I want to see the machine. Dude. I wanted to show you the machine. There was a machine because the game is so simple. It can be reproduced in a static machine. Yeah, this is the static machine. But there was a machine that the design was the car, dude. And you would go inside, and the machine would move, dude. Like when you go into those 4D movies and the seats move according to the movement. That's what the machine did. And I was like so surprised to find that in Portugal. I was like, what the fuck? Like, maybe if I type like the best or make moving, like moving Outrun arcade machine. It's like it was with the hydraulics, you know.
Yeah.
It was like wow, fuck.
That's pretty cool. Kind of like what's that one game? I don't know what it's called, but you're like flying, kind of.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking about that. That one is pretty cool. Was it like
20, 40, 40 or some weird shit like that, man. I can't remember what it's
Top
called.
Top Gun?
No, no, I don't. No, no, no.
What was the game? Shit. I played that. Like the entire machine.
Hyperdrive or something like that. It was some
The
weird shit.
entire machine moved, right? So it's like you were inside. You're talking about airplanes, right?
I don't know.
Shit.
I'm getting tired.
Let me see. Yeah, I wanna go to sleep too. Fuck. Airplane.
Hyperdrive arcade machine. I think that's what it's called.
Airplane arcade. Shit. Actually, like in the museum, at least they used to have we have a Grand Prix museum, and in there they have a arcade game that is the circuit, Macau circuit, and the machine is like one of these machines that move. Can you see this? Like a real flight simulator, but for racing too. It doesn't move like this because it's a racing game. But it's this kind of machine. It's like it moves when you brake. The machine goes like this. When you go fast, it goes back. But this is crazy. This is like 360.
Oh shit.
That's crazy. You said hyperdrive.
It was
Hyperdrive.
like hyperdrive. I don't think it was. Fast and the Furious super bikes. That one's kind of cool. It was more like a. You kind of had wings, but you went over water. You went over like. I don't remember what it's called, man. It'd be hard to find. I can guarantee it.
And the machine moved and everything.
Hydro Thunder? Or is that what it is? I don't remember. It was at Chuck E. Cheese, so I was probably a little kid then.
Yeah, like Chuck E. Cheese is it. I only hear it like in the movies and stuff like that. But Chuck E. Cheese is what? It was an arcade place you went to eat and
Yeah, you like ate pizza and you like I got a certain amount of tickets to buy something from playing the games. It was pretty cool, dude. Actually, pretty fun.
does it still exist?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Okay, and now there's a start button right there. So so this is the start button right here. Okay. All right.
Hey, Dave, what are you doing? Look.
Okay, go ahead and press
The
it.
last time I went was a couple years ago, and I played like the football one where you throw through the little holes.
Push it in.
It's pretty fun.
Look at this arcade.
Why don't you give us your sunglasses, because that's not a good place. Okay. Okay, there's one on each side, right there, and it goes into the middle of the, right there. Perfect. Okay. Now just gently pull it up. It's on the right hand side. On your right hand side, just gently pull up. Don't pull it very hard. Just a little. Okay. All right. Don't press the button unless you want it to stop. Okay.
Um,
So go ahead and pick expert.
yeah, I remember when I was in Thailand in Bangkok. I went to an arcade
Okay.
hall
Now you get to pick
and
which
I started to play.
stick you're
I
playing.
think it was Tekken 5. I think
Generally, the most fun with
there was like people who want to play against me. So there was like three guys. I like kicked every one of their asses one. They were so fucking pissed, man.
That happened to me, but it was with I think it was Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this fucking machine.
Okay, so you're taking
That's sick,
It
man.
was
now.
maybe it
You start shooting. Yeah, you.
like
Holy shit!
every guy that was there
See, you got hit.
Mm.
didn't know how to punch somebody in the air and then do the combo, air combo. They didn't know
Yeah.
how to do that, and I went there and beat the shit out of them.
Right, but how are you feeling?
Dude, it's real. Like
I'm happy you get hit again. That's all I can
you
say.
see, like it stopped raining already, man. It's already super sunny. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, man. I'm going to leave too. No problem. I will leave your asses.
I'm going to end the stream.
I'm going to go to the party.
It's like
Jake.
8 a.m.
Jake, you wanna join me on the party?
Party?
No, no,
What
no.
party?
It's it's a sausage fest party. Jake likes it.
I got enough sausage fishing. I don't need no more sausage. So
Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream. 3, 2, 1.